What is up, everybody? Happy freaking Memorial Day. Happy Memorial Day. Hope you are enjoying the holiday with your family, your friends, doing whatever you want to do. It's fairly cold here in Washington, so it's not that nice out, so I'm not really doing the typical Memorial Day things that people often do today. I'm actually working today. Got a little bit of a later start to my day, actually, because of the holiday, because of us being gone for the weekend. We got in kind of late last night. Kiddo stayed up later than planned because, no school today, so I let him stay up a little bit more so he could sleep in a little bit more. And so, that didn't really work out that well, but that's okay. That's okay. We're making it happen. Getting shit done no matter what, being adaptive. So today, though, we're going to be talking about why failure is good and why failure is necessary. Honestly, why it is necessary. And we're going to get things kicked off here in just a minute. I'm going to get my recording going here in just a second. But let me know how your day is going. How's your Monday going? How is it going? I had a damn good workout session today. Hit buys and tries, just a little easy thing. I took 3 days off. I didn't work out for 3 whole days. 3 whole days. Can you believe that? Can you believe that? I can't because I almost never do that. But I even brought dumbbells with me. But I was just like, you know what? I'm going to let my body rest. I feel good. Just going to do that. And so it worked out in my favor. It felt pretty good. Felt really fresh for this workout today. So it was awesome. But yeah, as you're tuning in, let me know how your day is going. I don't know if comments are popping up or not. I'm actually going to check real quick before we kick this thing off because I like to chat with people a little bit before these lives and after. What's up? What's up? What's up? Okay, cool. Sweet. Let's get this thing rolling here in just a second. But yeah, guys, failure is a good thing, and it's necessary, and the sooner that you can embrace this shit, with your own journey, the better off you're going to be, okay? Because you're going to fail a shit ton. If you're wanting to start a fitness journey, you're going to fail a lot. If you're going to do a weight loss journey, you're going to fail a lot, and that's okay. And that's what we're going to talk about today. So we're going to get this thing kicked off here in just a second. But if you're watching this later time, hashtag replay, so that way you know you saw it. What's up, Jessica? How's it going? Hello, hello, hello. Hope you're having a good Monday so far. Hope you're having a good Monday. Okay, cool. So we're going to get this thing kicked off here in just a second. Testing, testing. We are good. Sweet. Okay. We're going to start the recording here in 3, 2, 1. What is up, everybody, and welcome back to the Fit Parent Project. How is it going? How is it going? Happy Monday as of today when I'm recording this. Yeah, let's jump into this topic today because what we're going to be talking about is the concept of failure, and how it is a good and necessary thing for your fitness journey. It is so important. And we're going to be talking about why failure is good today. Which you might be thinking like, oh, like anytime I've ever, thought about the word failure, I always associate it with something bad. And that's how most of us are, especially whenever it comes to fitness, or when it comes to weight loss, or when it comes to progress, or when it comes to, going to the gym and working out. And it's like, we feel like we failed if we did something, incorrectly with our nutrition, or we feel like we're screw ups and things like that. And so the word failure has negative connotations with it, right? Pass, fail. People typically want to pass. People don't want to fail. And so, yeah, that's what we're going to be talking about today. And so I'm going to tell you guys today about why failure is good. And not only is it good, it's also essential to your journey, to your success. Because the more you try to succeed, I want you guys to listen to this, right? I want you guys to internalize what I'm about to say. The more you try to succeed, just by default, there are going to be more opportunities that you're going to have to fail at, right? The more you try, the more you open yourself up to failing, which most people are like, ooh, I don't like that. That makes me uncomfortable. I don't like the thought of failing. I want to be good at everything, right? Who would not want to be good at everything, right? That just makes sense. But it's important because, failure is this key component to success, to your journey. And so many of us in our lives feel like failure is a bad thing, right? But I hope after you listen to this, you'll start to view failure as just an opportunity to learn. An opportunity to learn. Because you are definitely going to fail multiple times in your fitness journey. Even if you have a coach at times. Even if you have a coach, you are going to fail at times. You're likely going to fail a lot less if you have a coach, right? Or you're going to fail faster towards success. Or when you fail, you're going to have a quick answer to get you off of that, that trail of failure in a sense, and back on the right, course of things. But you're going to fail faster towards success because you're going to be getting guided, right? So, just because a lot of times when people hire a coach or they hire a mentor, or, even if it's not a weight loss coach or a fitness coach, whatever it may be, if it's like a coach for, baseball or basketball or something for your kid, like, or somebody who's teaching you how to play an instrument or a vocal coach or something like that, like you don't just go and like you do everything perfectly, right? Like, just because you hired somebody doesn't mean you're going to do everything perfectly. It just means that you're going to have somebody to help pick up the pieces or give you an answer of how to not fail the next time that you try it, right? And so just keep that in mind, right? Because a lot of times, like, whenever people start a journey, they have like this like unrealistic expectation that everything's going to go extremely smoothly in their journey, just because they hired somebody to help them, do it. It will make it a lot easier, and you will see success, arguably faster, because you're going to have like a catalyst, that is the coach or the program that you're in that's going to help you get there faster, and more optimally. But failure is still a part of everyone's journey, no matter who you hire or if you do it by yourself, right? So, but everybody fails at some point, and it's not this horrible thing like school grades may have led you to believe, right? It's not this like terrible thing that like if you get an F on a test, like you're like a loser, or you got like an A on a test and you're like better than everybody else kind of deal. Like that's not how failure, right, works in real life. For the most part, especially in a fitness journey. Failure in a fitness journey is actually kind of a beautiful opportunity to learn from. And so, yes, does it sting to fail? Does it suck whenever we fail? Yeah, absolutely, it sucks to fail. It's not fun, right? It's almost kind of like a sucker punch to your ego at times, right? And a lot of people tie their success in things to their self-worth, right? And that's something that a lot of us, I think, are guilty of. It's something that I'm guilty of. How well things are going in with my clients, or with my business in general, or like with my kid, or things like that. I tie those things in terms of how successful they are to my self-worth, and that's something that I personally, I've been working on, internally with myself. And so, if you're somebody who's in that same boat, who ties a lot of like, where they're at in their career, or how well they're doing in their fitness journey, or how well their kid is doing in a sport, or whatever it may be, to your own self-worth, you have value outside of that, right? Like, those things don't have to be going really well in your life for you to, have value and have a high level of self-worth. And so, starting to shift away from that and not tying it to those things can be helpful, because it's actually going to make you better at those things in the long term anyways, because you're not going to be beating yourself up over them. So, but yeah, it's not fun to fail, right? But it is necessary. And the sooner you change your perspective and your mindset shifts around this idea of failure as being a bad thing, the sooner you're going to start seeing a noticeable difference in how you perceive your life and journey and success in general. If you don't get in your head and beat yourself up about messing something up or failing, you're going to be way less likely to fall off the wagon when it comes to doing the things that you need to be doing to reach that next level, right? To actually reach your goals, whether that's tracking your food, or doing your workouts, or meditating, or doing your mindset stuff, like whatever, getting your water in, whatever it may be that you're trying to do to get you closer to your goal. If you continue to do those things consistently, and you don't beat yourself up so much that you stop doing those things, or you're like, what's the point because I can't do it perfectly, then you're going to get there faster, because it's not about doing things perfectly, right? It's about progress, not perfection. We talked about that in another episode. It's about progress, not perfection, because, again, you cannot do everything perfectly. You won't be able to do everything perfectly. Perfection is kind of an illusion. And so and at the end of the day, right, and I want to mention this, if you don't get in your head and beat yourself up about messing, something up or failing, you're going to be way less likely to fall off the wagon when it comes to doing the things that you need to be doing, like I just talked about. I have failed so many damn times in the last 2 years growing my coaching business, right? I've failed so many damn times, doing that, being a father, being a husband. And it's all okay, right? Because I'm still alive. I'm still alive. I have the opportunity to learn from those mistakes, right? And every time I failed, because I had this perspective of failure as just an opportunity to learn, I've come away with positive takeaways from a lot of potentially negative situations, right? You will never be perfect. You will never have a perfect track record in life. And you especially will never have a perfect track record in your fitness journey or your weight loss journey or your health journey. You won't. Failure is a part of the process. It's not something that you can avoid entirely, because if you did avoid it entirely, you probably wouldn't learn very much, right? So embrace failure, see it as a necessary part of success, and expect it to happen, right? Let me say that again. Expect it to happen. Failure will happen. And if you expect it to happen and prepare for it to happen and just welcome it and let it roll off your back when it does happen, and you keep moving forward with your newfound knowledge, right? Because every time we fail is an opportunity to learn. Get comfortable with the idea of failure. Imagine how you would handle failure, and I want you guys to imagine this too. Like imagine how you would handle failure when it comes to your kids, right? If you have kids and you listen to this right now. If they did something once and they sucked at it, right, and they failed, right, at it, or they got an F on a test, or they messed something up when they played a sport, or they did whatever it may have been, right, that they're trying to, get better at or learn about, right? If you're a good parent, you wouldn't be like, all right, kiddo, all right, son, all right, daughter, time to pack it up. You didn't know what the letter A was whenever I showed you that flashcard. Yes, you're just going to be dumb forever and never learn the alphabet, right? Like, how crazy is that, right? Of course you wouldn't do that. Like, of course, I hope you wouldn't do that. I really hope you wouldn't do that. Of course not, right? We encourage them to keep trying, right? We try to help them see the silver linings and the seed of positivity in things. We don't just tell them to quit outright, right? So why are you telling yourself to quit? Why are you so paralyzed by the idea of failure, right? You need to work on this shit, right? You need to take everything that I just talked about and work on this shit, because it will change your journey for weight loss and fitness, and it will change your life overall for the better, okay? Now, I want you guys to get out there and fail at something, because that is how it's supposed to be. That is part of the process when it comes to this stuff. And I'll see you at the top, succeeding one day, I'm sure. And hope you guys got value from this. And I'll talk to you all in the next episode. Bye, guys. Cool. What's up? TikTok. What's up? Facebook. How's it going, guys? How's it going? How's it going? How's it going? Episode done. Let's freaking go. Happy Monday. Happy Memorial Day. What is up? Let me know biggest takeaway. Let me know your biggest takeaway from this recording, from this live today. I am here. Have you, do you struggle with failure, right? Do you struggle with failure? And yeah, feel free to give some likes to this. Helps other people see it with the algorithm. What's up, Josephine? What's up, Leanne? What's up, Jessica? Yeah, guys, failure is just a part of the process. So what is something that you've been afraid to fail at before, though, in the past, right? What is something that you've been afraid to fail at in the past? Let me know, right? And after you failed at it, a lot of times you're like, oh, that was it? It wasn't that. What is the worst thing that could fucking happen to you, right? If you fail right now, right? At whatever you're trying to do. Zoom out and what is the worst thing that could happen, right? Unless you're a fucking heart surgeon or a brain surgeon or a doctor or something like that, what is the worst thing that could actually happen? I'm not talking about things like that. I'm talking about in your fitness journey, right? What happens if you mess up, right? You have another opportunity to try again, 5 minutes from then, right? If you really zoom out and look at the grand scheme of things, it's not that big of a deal, right? It's not that big of a deal if we mess up on things sometimes, as long as we keep trying, right? If we don't keep trying, that's where failure turns to quitting. And when you quit, that's the only time that you are powerless to do anything about your situation or about your goals. So yeah, hope you guys got value from this. Hope that this was helpful. I'm gonna hop off here. I don't see any questions, but yeah, guys. Other than that, let me know your number one takeaways in the comments down below. #replay for watch this later time. And I will talk to you all tomorrow. Bye. Because we're doing 5 times a week podcasts. 5 times a week episodes. And yeah, I was about to say bye. But don't forget to check out my podcast. It's on Spotify and it's on Apple Podcasts at the Fit Parent Project. And yeah, hope you guys have a good one. And I'll talk to you later. Shameless plug.